friend. Out of Abraham, who did the Lord say, tell Abraham who the chosen people would be?
The chosen people?
Yes.
The Jews.
Right. Which come out of whose seed?
Isaac.
Oh, okay, good. Very good. So, let's see on the new moon. Khan? What does the new moon mean? One word. What does new moon mean? One word. Month. Cool.
I was going to say new month.
New month. Represent newness, right? So last week on the Sabbath we was dealing with renewing the mind. So we're going into part 2 of that. Okay? Let's go to the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. And let's read that. So when you get it, go ahead and read.
In the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
You see what the Most High said? Now, in this here, Joshua 1 and 8, what do you think is the most important word in that whole passage? One word. What is the most important word in that one passage?
Meditate.
Why? Because.
It's important.
What does meditate mean? You're right. It is meditate.
That can help you focus on what's important. Like when it comes to the laws, statutes, and commandments, and it renews your mind.
It does what?
Renew your mind.
It renews your mind. See, when you meditate, it centers you. It brings you back to the center, the balance. So, it's a lot in this in one verse that lets you know that your mental capacity, what you hold in your mind, is very important to your success, your good health. So let's read that from the beginning, and let's go through it. I'm going to show you everything that this class is about is in this one verse. Okay, let's read it from the beginning.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Right, so the book of the law. It's not just the 10 Commandments, but it's talking about the moral, the civil. It's talking about the high holy days. It's talking about everything that makes up the Most High. And we're going to deal with the 7 main aspects of the Most High. So why would the Most High want you to renew your mind? Is the question. Why would the Most High want you to renew your mind?
He wanted, because like every day we sin in imagination. Now these days it's just awful. So he wants to clear our minds so we can not only make peace with him, but go through the path, get a righteous path.
Okay. Sisters, same question. Why would the Most High want you to renew your mind?
Filthy mind. The world is corrupt, so your surroundings may influence your mentality.
Okay.
You'll find new things every day in the scripture, for the scripture is alive. So the Bible evolves. He wants you to evolve with the Bible.
True. The main reason that the Most High requires you to renew your mind is in order for you to get one with Him, you got to be on His accord. Not based off how you feel, but based off what he says is right. And coming from where we came from, out of sin, it required us to what? To renew our mind. That's why Yahushua said, pick up the cross and follow me daily. So the renewing of your mind is not a one-shot deal. This is a continuing practice. So he says that the book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but, read.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
That's why he said he's going to put it in our inward parts. Our inward parts is what? People say that's your heart, right? But it's not. Where is it?
Your mind.
It's your mind. So the renewing of your mind is a process where the Most High is going to put the laws in your inward part, meaning in your what? Your thoughts. So by meditating day and night, you are conditioning your what? Your mind to receive the things that the Most High require you to receive in order for you to make conscious decisions and practice according to what? His will. So in order for you to do that, you have to lose who you were in order to be who he wants you to be. But that practice is the meditation. Constantly thinking of the Most High. Read.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way
He
prosperous.
said, for then, after you had mastered that, the meditation, the renewing of your mind, and then I will make thy way prosperous. No one in here should be in a financial bind. Nobody in here should be unhealthy. But because of your mental capacity, these are the things that you constantly think of. And we said this last week, when you first came into Israel, when you met somebody, you saw them on the street and you saluted them, what the first thing they say to you after they salute? You say, how you doing, brother? What would they say to you?
All right.
Nah. What would they say?
Catching hell.
I'm catching hell.
I know you do.
That's the first thing they would say, I'm catching hell. That's a spirit that was adopted by men that didn't renew their mind. Do you remember how dark some of the individuals were that had the greatest knowledge on the planet? But they walked around in such a dark state because they never renewed their mind. And you got these same individuals that have the garment on, has the Hebrew name, they never changed who they were. So now they're spitting rhetoric using scriptures. This is what you got when you have individuals that never renewed their mind according to the Most High, but just adopted what they consider to be a philosophy, and now they're putting it to practice. In order for you to be prosperous according to the Most High, you got to renew your mind. Solomon was rich beyond belief based off what? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And most of all, the application of all of those things. Why is it we have this knowledge but the practice is not there? The application is not there. Have you truly renewed your mind? Read on.
For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
Go ahead.
And then thou shalt have good success.
Then thou shalt have good success. So why we're not successful according to the Most High? He said that he will open up what? The gates of heaven upon us. Because we truly haven't tapped into what the Most High have reserved for us. I don't know. Are we scared? Do we really believe Do we really have faith? So you have to ask yourself these questions, because the Most High ain't meant for us to walk around saying when we run into somebody, I'm catching hell. You're supposed to be enjoying life, even in captivity, according to the Most High. You're supposed to have abundantly, according to the Most High. Go from there to Romans chapter 7. Do you know that everything begins with a thought? Thought leads to actions, which leads to results of those actions made manifest in your life. So whatever it is that you're thinking, you're going to respond to. And then that is going to come into your life. Some people say that's the law of attraction. But that's the universal law made by the Most High. He said a man is what he thinks he is. So if you're constantly thinking that you're poor, then guess what you're going to be? Spiritually, on a physical sense, and your mental capacity would not allow you to go beyond being what? Poor. But if you believe in these scriptures where the Most High says, thou art rich, then guess what? Abundance is coming onto you. Hold what you got. We're in Romans chapter 7, verse 25. Brother, give me Revelations real quick. Revelations 2 and 9. Revelations 2 and 9. Read that real quick.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works, and tribulation, and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not.
Right. So we hear what the Most High says? I know thy works. I know you in poverty. I know you catching hell. But thou art rich. If he's telling you rich, then why are you walking around thinking you poor? Evidently, you are not believing in what it is that you claim to be practicing. What is faith? Things hoped for but not seen. Because see, some of us, if we can't see it, we can't believe it. But Yahweh Shah said that, I knock at the door. You got to open it up and let me in. But if you don't believe, then how are you going to let him in? See, 99.9% of our problems are self-inflicted. But we want to blame Satan. There's only one person can be all places at all times. That's the Most High. Satan don't have that ability. Only the Most High have that ability. We give him too much credit. Now go back to the book of Romans. Read chapter 7, verse 25. Brother showed me this last week.
In the book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 25. I thank the Most High through Yahushua our Lord.
Go ahead.
So then, with the mind, I myself serve the Lord.
Say what?
I myself.
No, back up. So then,
with the mind.
With the mind. See, with the mind, I serve the Most High. So you got to serve the Most High with your mind. So you got to have your mind in the right what? Perspective. But if you don't know the aspects of the Most High, then how are you going to serve the Most High? See, I think we got a kind of warped understanding of what the Most High really is. I don't think we really understand the power that the Most High have given us through Yahushua. Because we've been walking around catching hell for too long. You don't understand that the blessing and the gift that was given to us by the power of the Most High. So read Romans one more time.
I thank Yahweh through Yahushua our Lord. So then, with the mind, I myself serve the Lord.
And this is what Paul said. So then, with the mind, I myself serve the law of the Most High. Meditate day and night. Then shall your ways be what? Prosperous. You got to get your mind right. You got to get your mind in the game of the Most High's business. You can't be fearful. And that's seemed to be the problem. We don't think the Most High is going to do what the Most High said that he's going to do. So we keep one foot in the world and one foot in the truth, claiming to be spiritual. But you stopping your blessings because you refuse to give it to the Most High. Give me Psalms 27. We refuse to give it to the Most High. And then we complain about our condition. We complain about our circumstances. We complain about our life. By not understanding that what? The Most High have already made a way for us. Psalms 27, verse 1.
In the book of Psalms, chapter 27, verse 1. The Most High is my light and my salvation.
See what it says? The Most High is my light and my salvation. You don't have to raise your hands, but how many of you honestly believe that? See, you have to be convinced in your own mind that this is the truth. And that everything the Most High said he's going to do, he has already started to do.
Good.
See, it says that the Most High is my light in all this darkness. He's my light and my salvation. What does salvation mean? What does salvation mean? Sisters? Salvation.
Deliverer.
When you look at the word salvation, it tells you to save someone from a condition, a situation, from trouble. So the Most High is the one that is going to save us from the trouble that we find ourselves in. Who needs to be saved? But do you believe that the Most High is going to save you? Or is it going to be that job you get? Or it's going to be the next car you get? Or the next big break you're going to get? See, you have to understand that if he's your light, you're no longer in darkness. And if he's your salvation, then you don't need to be saved. You need to be living. But how are you living if you're walking around claiming to be what? Catching hell. See, these are conditions and mindset that have been placed on us by men. I'm going to say it again. These are the conditions and mindsets that have been placed on us by men. That's the reason why the Most High says, seek out your own soul salvation. See, we stopped seeking our own soul salvation and started to look for man to be our salvation, and then get mad at man because man can't give you salvation. And then you want to blame the church. No, you need to blame yourself. Because you're responsible for what? The church. To bring man up to a higher level, we need to check one another. Come? Read on. Second verse.
Okay. The Most High is the strength of my life.
He's the strength of my life. He has to be the sole strength of your life. Nothing else. Nobody else. He has to be the first person you go to when you're in trouble, and the last person you speak to say thanks for delivering me out of trouble. Cut? Read on.
Of whom shall I be afraid?
So if the Most High is your light, then who are you going to be afraid of? What situation is too big for the Most High? Huh? 2 Timothy chapter 1. What situation is too big for the Most High? Now I know everybody in here is going through something, huh? Do you think what you're going through, 2 Timothy chapter 1, everybody is going through something, but do you think what you're going through is too big for the Most High? Huh? But he already answered that for you. He said, I will never give you no more than you can what? So why are you selling yourself short when he had told you that I have never put anything on you that you couldn't handle? That's that fear that make us believe that we can't overcome whatever it is the Most High put before us. That's Satan speaking to you. That ain't the Most High. Read 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7.
In the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear.
See what I'm saying? The Most High ain't give us the spirit of fear. That's Satan. So you have to disconnect yourself from that spirit of fear. But that only comes by what? Faith. And I'm going to tell you, faith, it's easy to say you got faith when everything is going good. It's another thing to say you got faith when the light's about to go off. Rent is due. See, that's when the Most High tests you to see, do you really understand how great I am? But when you lean in and allow him to do it, when that reward comes, ain't nothing like a spiritual hug from the Most High. Because you know right there, the Most High made that happen. You know what that does to your faith? You know what that does to obstacles that are in your way now? You start to look at them like they don't exist. Because you know, in a matter of time, these two I will overcome. But the Most High ain't give us that spirit of fear. Okay, read on.
But of power.
But of power, this is what he gave us. Power. Through who? The Mashiach. Power. Go ahead.
And of love.
We're going to deal with that love in a minute. Go ahead.
And of a sound mind.
Of a what?
Of a sound mind.
You have to have a sound mind. You got to renew your thinking, man. You have to have a sound mind to deal with the Most High. He said, I can't put new wine in an old bottle. How are you looking for a new spirit, but yet you still walking around with that same corrupt bottle? That bottle when you was out there cutting the fool, being a whoremonger, being a drunkard. And now you put on a garment and got a Hebrew name and carrying a Bible, thinking that you got a new bottle. But your mind is still the same. How do I know? How do we know? It's because in the way that you move. If you got a problem with a brother, the Most High said go see him before the sun go down. Not leave the building and make a phone call. You got a problem with a sister, you speak to her before the sun go down. And if they don't want to hear, then you go get somebody else and go make an attempt. And if that don't work, then you bring them to what? Counsel. But do that happen? I'm just speaking of what I have seen. That shows you that what? We are not in that new body. We still walking around in that old body trying to get new wine. But it starts with your mind. See, we all got to look in the mirror and check ourselves. Paul said, examine yourself to see whether you're in the faith or not. Because everybody in here got a faith that when you stack it up against this, it comes short of what is required by the Most High. Even myself. So we have to examine ourselves and renew our mind. Because the Most High said that a sound mind, that is what he requires. Read on.
Verse 8. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our power.
But don't be ashamed now. See what Paul said? Don't be ashamed of the testimony. Because this is supposed to bring us back to what? To that center. That's that meditation. Bring you back to the center. Where everything is balanced. Cut? Read on.
Nor of me, his prisoner, but be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to our power.
Right, you got to be a part of the affliction. Part of the affliction is what you're going through right now. Some people call it catching hell. The Most High saying that I'm preparing you for your next blessing. But the only way I can prepare you for your next blessing is I have to get you in a new frame of mind. I got to get you in a new spirit. You see what happened when people get blessings and their mindset is still stuck in the gutter? Like, how did he lose $100 million? His mindset wasn't equipped to handle $100 million. These are carnal examples. So what about the spiritual examples? The Most High is ready to open you up to things you can't even imagine, but you still running around dealing with the same issue. And you wonder why you're still stuck on first. Because we haven't trusted the Most High with our life. You got to turn your life over to the Most High and stop trying to do what you want to do and allow him to do what he wants to do with you. Don't you know you were bought with a price? Huh?
Come.
How many in here think that they are of themselves? You were bought with a price. But we think that we are independent of what? Of the Most High desires. We're not. We all have what? We all have a bondage. We got a price to pay. Finish that real quick.
Verse 9.
Verse 9.
Verse 9. Who have saved us and called us with an holy calling.
And our calling is what the Most High is requiring right now. Our calling is what he's requiring. You have to dig deep and find out what is the gift that the Most High have placed in you to be a benefit to him. Read.
Not according to our works, but according to his own purpose and grace, which was given us in Yahushua before the world began.
See, this was already laid out before the world even began. The Most High knew what our purpose would be. But yet, if you don't understand what your purpose is and how great you are, then you can never receive what the Most High have already laid up for you. Now, there's 7 main aspects of the Most High, and I'm going to give you them. I'm going to give you 1 through 3. Write them, if you got a pen, write them down. The Most High is life. Not just living, Nor does the Most High just give life, but he is life. You understand that? You don't understand that? The Most High is life. What Christ said that once you drink of this water, you'll never thirst again. Because it was what? Living water. Okay? Number 2, the Most High is truth. Not truthful, but truth itself. Wherever there is truth, there is the Most High. Okay? The Most High is love. Not loving, but love itself. There's no condition that the love of the Most High would not heal. You got to understand that. The love of the Most High is greater than any love that you can ever receive. It's unconditional. Regardless of what you feel about yourself, the Most High sees the greater of you, not the worse of you, the greater of you. But you have to be what? Receiving of what the Most High sees in you. Not looking at what your faults were, but look at what the promise that the Most High had placed in you through Yahweh. So we stop a lot of our blessings because of the fact that we're punishing ourselves when the Most High already freed you. You need to renew your mind. Okay? Let's go to Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17. How we doing?
Wow.
Ephesians 4 and 17. When you get it, go ahead and read it.
We're in the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 17. This I say therefore, and testify in the Mashiach, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk in the vanity of their mind.
Now, Paul was speaking to who? Are you biblical scholars? Sabah. Who Paul was speaking to here? Read it from the beginning.
To the church in Ephesians.
To the church in Ephesians.
Yeah.
Okay? He was speaking to the church in Ephesians. So why did he say Gentiles?
Because back then, you want me to?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Me and you are having a dialogue right now. Yeah.
Well, back then, you had a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters that was living in Gentile ways.
Okay.
They was following the customs of the Gentiles and so on like that. And Paul was trying to speak to them to get them to come back to the truth. And at that particular time, I guess they were battling, both sides.
Okay. Now, with that being understood, when you read this, it says that, this I say, therefore, and testify in the Most High, that you walk not as other Gentiles walk in the vanity of their mind. In the vanity of their mind. What was the vanity of their mind?
Their beliefs.
Their beliefs. So even during the time of Paul, you had Israelites that was not accepting Yahweh. Okay? You had Israelites that were practicing after their own way. It was in their mind that they was doing that. Showing you that what? Your thoughts, positive or negative, would be manifest in what? In your life. So you have to be mindful of the information that you take in. We don't have Paul around today. We don't have John the Baptist around today. These brothers and sisters had the disciples with them and they still was going off. So what do you think you're going to find today? That's the reason why the Most High said what? You have to be renewed in your mind. He said, those that have been taught need to be taught again. Need to be taught again. Con? Read on.
Verse 18. Having the understanding darkened.
Right, now these are talking about brothers. In the truth, not out there in the world. And this is still true today. Don't you know you got Israelites that are in the truth that ain't in the truth? Sound crazy, right? You got Israelites that are in the truth but not in the truth. That's why Paul says, examine yourself to see whether you are of the faith. So here we go right now. This is what Paul is talking about. He says, those that had that vanity mindset, he says, having their understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High. What was the first aspect of understanding the Most High? He is life. So the life of the Most High is about abundance. It's about peace of mind. It's about joy. It's about prosperity. It ain't about catching hell. It ain't about being afflicted to the point that you can't rise. But these individuals alienated from the Most High based off their beliefs, their mindset. Don't be alienated from the Most High based off what you think. You better know what you know and live it. Because the Most High is life. Come? Read on.
Being alienated from the life of Yahweh through the ignorance that is in them.
Through the ignorance that is in them. So this is what we see. So you have to understand that your mindset is very important in the way that your life is going to unfold. All these young men, we got to condition their mind to understand that whatever they put in the universe is going to come back to them, whether it's positive or negative. Why is it that you take somebody out of Harlem, they thuggish, and you move them all the way upstate, and somehow they find some thugs? It's because what attracts them is the element, the vibration that they put off. A criminal will always attract more criminals because of what? The vibration. So you have to be conscious of your mindset, which causes vibrations to go out to make things manifest in your life. So if you're walking around with a grudge, I hate Esau, I hate the white man, ain't nothing wrong with righteous hate. But don't let that consume you, because then you're taking away from your life. But I raised you one. Some of you may not like this, but I always do this. I raised you one. If you don't like the white man, who should you be mad at anyway?
And ourselves.
No, you should be mad at the Most High. Now, how many of you want to get mad at the Most High? Because the Most High put him above you. See, that's what a spiritual man would do. That carnal man is going to stay in that hate that will allow him to get consumed, that won't allow him to go get a job, that won't allow him to provide for his family. You consumed with hate. That ain't living according to the Most High. Wisdom, the Most High said, I'm going to make your enemies love you. Even though I know you the devil. Huh? So next time you want to get mad, look at the man in the mirror and then go talk to the Most High. If that don't calm you down, then Deuteronomy 28 chapter will. Where we at?
The end of 18.
Finish that.
Through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their hearts.
The blindness of their what?
Heart.
Their mind. Blindness of their mind. Con? Read 19.
Verse 19. Who being past filling have given themselves over unto lasciviousness to work all uncleanness with greediness.
Right, so this is a mindset. This is a mindset. What did Yahweh Shah said about having that thought of adultery? He said, if you look upon, why did he say that? Because if you perceived it in your mind, it's already done. All you need is opportunity and space. That's how deep the mind is, how powerful the mind is. Once you have committed yourself to a thought or idea, it will manifest itself sooner or later, whether it's positive or negative. So what is it that we're thinking about ourselves, about the Most High, about the truth, about the church, about the ministry? Because whatever you're thinking and it's a dominant force, that is what is going to be manifest before you. So we really need to sit back and take inventory of what it is that we're allowing to come into our space. Because we got people that shouldn't be in our circumference. We said this last week. We got people that we don't need in our lives. You think they stand for good, but they don't. So you really need to do what? You really need to do a check. Because all the things that you bring forth that comes into you is going to come out in another form. Con?
Done.
Read on.
Verse 20. For ye have not so learned Yahushua, if so, be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushua.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man.
See that formal conversation? You know the old war stories? See, we so busy holding on to the former that we can't see what the future holds for us. That conversation. You know, those what we call those good years, those war stories. But the Most High have bigger and better things for us. But we still holding on to our past failures, our past disappointments. Don't you know every failure you make is one step towards success? That's why the Most High requires us to do what? He said that a wise man will fall. How many times?
7 times.
7 times what?
7.
So every time you fall, it's not a reflection of you being a failure, it's just a reflection of the scriptures being manifest. That you have to fall in order for him to purify you. In order for him to mold you into what he wants you to be. You may not be sure of what it is that he wants you to be, but if you follow him, sooner or later you'll see what he sees. Back to that sinner. Once you see what he sees that is in you, then what or who can stop you? See, once we start to love ourselves the way the Most High loves us, then what or who can stop us? See, we let society dictate what beauty is. Women. We let society dictate to us what fashion is, men. We let society dictate to us what will attract you to the next. What is acceptable, what is unacceptable. What about letting the Spirit dictate to you what is acceptable, what is right? The Spirit never lies. Even when you didn't understand what the Spirit was, it was working to your favor. Your conscience, showing you how powerful your mind is. Before you knew what the law was, you was following the law. Your conscience. That's where the Most High embedded the law. That's why it is so important that you understand that you have to renew your mind in order to get back centered with the Most High, so that He can open up the universe for you. Let me show you something on a carnal level. You know how important your mind is, how powerful your mind is? That on Super Bowl Sunday, you got companies paying $30 million for a 30-second commercial. Why? Because they feel that I play this 30-second commercial 20 times repeatedly, it's going to embed in your thoughts, and you're going to get up and you're going to go out and purchase that product. How many times you've been in a car driving and you hear a song you do not like, but before you get to your destination, you're singing that song? Because that song had got embedded into your subconscious mind. Now what if you replace that with the meditating of the Most High? Changing it to the desires that you would like to see happen in your life. You replace all of that negative with something positive concerning the promise that the Most High made to you, and how that would change your life and how that would manifest into your life. Because society is already programming you to accept what they want you to accept. Why don't you replace it and let the Most High give you something that He wants you to accept? Con? We're going to wrap it up real quick. All right. Drop that. Let me go to my second notes on the 7 main aspects of the Most High. There's 4 through 6. The Most High is intelligent. Sounds funny, right? When you clearly realize the intelligence of the universe, it would make a major difference in your life. In other words, omnipotent, which means that He have unlimited or universal power, authority, and force. He's all powerful. This is what you got in your corner. The Most High is all powerful, man. He says that I sit by no one. There's no other God other than me. There's no other power other than me. I made these decisions myself. The 5th one, the Most High is soul, S-O-L. And the soul is the aspect of the Most High by virtue of which He's able to individualize Himself. Plainly, what that means is the Most High is able to connect with all of us without leaving His throne. That means that He's omnipresent, being at all places at the same time. Satan can't do that. Only the Most High can do that. And that's why the Most High said, they that worship me in spirit, they must worship me in spirit and in what? Truth. Okay? The last one is the Most High is spirit. And basically the spirit cannot be destroyed or what? Or corrupted. That's why the Most High said that don't be worrying about what a man can do with your body, but be more concerned what I can do to your body and your what? Spirit. And your spirit, your soul. Because once the body dies, the spirit goes to the what?
Most High.
To the Most High. So that's what you need to be concerned with. Read Romans chapter 11, verse 33. We're going to close this up.
We're in the book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 33. On the depths of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh.
Say what? Read it again.
On the depth of the riches, both the wisdom and the knowledge of Yahweh.
See, the Most High are on the depth of the riches, both wisdom and knowledge. You want to be rich? You want to be successful? It's found in the Most High. He said, meditate. Then shall what? Prosperity come to you. Read 33 again.
On the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh.
Read.
How unsearchable are his
It
judgments.
said, how unsearchable are his judgment. We don't search out these things. We never sat down and said, man, how did Solomon get so rich? How did King David get so rich? How did Job get so rich? By doing the Most High's will. By doing the Most High will. David didn't know everything, but he had enough knowledge to know to appoint the right men to do the right things in the name of the Most High. And when he appointed the right men to do the right thing, when he went off, they checked him. And they brought him back to what? To the Most High. See, we need to establish that in our lives. See, these things are unsearchable. We don't know the judgment of them because we haven't tried them yet. You try the Most High and see how he would change your life in abundance. But you got to be willing to jump off that ledge. Don't get a Most High something on Monday and take it back on Wednesday and thinking that he's going to bless you. You got to leave it at his doorstep and walk on and live life. If you can't do it, you have to condition yourself. That's where the meditation comes in at. You got to condition your mind not to worry. We're accustomed to what? Worrying. We're accustomed to complaining. We're accustomed to thinking we can't do this, we can't do that because our situation, our condition. But if you meditate day in, day out on the things you desire and on the blessings that the Most High had already given you, then slowly you chip away at those things that you feel you can't accomplish. And then you start to see the Most High working. And then you can leave those worries at the door and walk away and live based off his promise. It ain't going to happen overnight. It's a conditional thing. Read. Read it from the beginning.
Okay. On depth of riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh, how unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out.
Go ahead.
Verse 34. For who have known the mind of our power?
So who knows the mind of the Most High? See, that's what we got to get to. We got to get to the point that we know the mind of the Most High. We know what the will of the Most High is for our life. And be a representative of that will. So how many of us know the mind of the Most High? Once you have tapped into the mind of the Most High, spiritually is nothing that you can ask of the Most High that won't be given to you. That's power. That's power. And this is the power that has been causing problems on earth since we went in captivity. This is why they hid this book. This is why they hid our identity. They spent billions of dollars to hide who we were because they was afraid that once we tapped into that power,
It's all over.
game over. Game over. So we have to tap into that power. Finish that.
Whom have been his counselor.
Go ahead.
Verse 35. Or whom have first given to him, and it shall be recompense unto him again.
Right, so whatever you gave to the Most High, he says it's going to be recompensed to you again. So whatever donation you gave, whatever tidings you gave, the Most High said, build up my storehouse so I can open up your what? He said, I give you blessings that you couldn't even have room to receive. But you have to believe. Okay? All right, the last one.
Verse 36. For of him, and through him, and to him are all things, to whom be glory forever. Amen.
Amen. So the seventh principle, the seventh aspect of the Most High, is the Most High is principle. Which means that he's the foundation of the law. Foundation of the law. So let's end with Psalms 27:14. Psalms 27:14.
The book of Psalms, chapter 27, verse 14. Wait on our power. Be of good courage.
So you got to be of good courage now. Wait on the Most High. Not meaning that you're not out trying to get that blessing. But you do that and you wait on the Most High. You wait on the Most High to respond to what it is that you are asking of him. But yet you're out there getting that blessing. You ain't praying for something and sitting at home waiting on UPS to come deliver a prayer. You're actually praying on something and working towards it so that what? Your prayer meets your work and it manifests itself into something that the Most High have given unto you. So it says, wait on the Most High. Read.
And he strengthen thy heart.
He's going to strengthen your mind. He's going to strengthen your mind. So this is what we have to do. We have to be strong-minded. Okay? We have to have good courage. And realize that whatever we ask of the Most High, if it's not wavering, you be precise, the Most High will give to you in due time. So with that, in the spirit of the Most High, I hope you was edified. And the brother want to make a statement.
Just one more scripture. Proverbs 16, verse 7.
Proverbs 16, verse 7.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 7. And I will bless the Most High, who have given me counsel. My reins also instruct me in the night season.
Okay? Break that down, brother.
No, it's for you.
Don't throw something at me, brother. Don't just throw a scripture at me,
That's
brother.
not Proverbs 16, 7, though.
Oh, okay. That's why I said break that down, brother.
I mean, is that you?
16 and 7, Proverbs.
Oh, sorry.
Must be. All right, go ahead, read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 7. When a man's ways please the Most High, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
That's it, right there. Explains itself. You don't have to be mad at your enemies, man. The Most High got this. Focus on you. If you focus on everything that need to be corrected within yourself, you ain't got time to be worrying about your enemies.
Come.
Because the Most High is dealing with them. Just look around. Most High don't need your help. He's dealing with them. But guess what? If you don't get yourself together, he's soon going to be dealing with you. How about that? So with that, I say shalom. All right.
Shema Yasharallah Yahweh Allah Yahweh Yahweh Akam Shema Yasharallah Yasirah, Yahweh, Allah Yahweh, Yahweh. Hear, O Israel,